I'm Matt.
And I'm Becca, and this is your tech news update.
On today's show, we have a multi-million-dollar tax dodge, a solar tree, and an ill-thought-out revenge for a confiscated iPod. But first, we've got some news of advert skipping, after this sponsored message.
What sponsor's message? Oh, right. Dish Network in the US is causing some legal wrangling over its auto-hop ad-skipping technology. Dish is the biggest satellite network in the US, and it has begun offering a way for its subscribers to watch TV advertising-free. This has led to broadcasters Fox, NBC and CBS to sue the company. They claim that skipping the adverts is against their rules and will ultimately destroy the advertising-supported ecosystem that underpins TV. If Dish Networks loses the case, it looks like we'll just have to rely on the old-fashioned fast-forward button to get rid of the ads. But if it wins, it might mean companies might need a different business model to fund TV.
How much money would it take to have you leave the country and never return? Well, one of the founders of Facebook, Eduardo Saverin, has recently given up his US citizenship. He's now a citizen of Singapore, where there's no capital gains tax. Saverin has saved hundreds of millions of dollars since the Facebook IPO, and he's currently sitting on around $4 billion. But that's not made him very popular in the US, where the House Speaker, John Boehner, says he would support legislation to stop wealthy expats relocating to dodge tax. That's not likely to happen very quickly, so any Eduardo Saverin tax would likely come after this particular horse has bolted. Becca?
Trees are a great example of solar power. They live on water and sunlight. But this solar tree is different. Designed by Ross Lovegrove, it's a street light that requires no power other than a bit of sunlight. A bit like a giant version of the garden light you can buy. But this one is so big there are plans to include USB chargers in future models. That way, people will be able to charge their phones while sitting on the base. The solar tree is installed in St John's Square in London until September.
After a 13-year-old boy had his iPod confiscated by an assistant principal at school, his dad thought he had the perfect revenge for him. Robert Dale Esparza started by creating a profile on a pornographic website with the teacher's name, then populated the account with a mix of real porn and pictures of the teacher, claiming both were the same person. The fraudulent profile was discovered when a parent Googled the teacher's name and found what looked like a spectacular career in pornography. It didn't take long for the police to track the IP address to the dad, and now he's facing charges for 2 felonies and 1 custodial sentence.
That's all we've got time for.
Thanks for watching.